Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Same flavor, same creamer. Today's high is going to be 85. Sounds like it's going to be a little bit on the humid side. And I'm still trying to decide if I should go to my reunion today or not this evening, but I'm leaning towards going. And if that's what I'm going to do, then I'm going to make today a spa day. So I think that's probably what I'll do. I need to do my hair and my nails, do something with my toes, and figure out what I'm going to wear. Because a lot of these people I haven't seen in a lot of years. I went to my 20-year reunion, and that was fun. I actually went with one of my friends who's now passed on, but that was during the time where my ex-husband and I were in the process of getting divorced, but it was still fun, and he and I went to high school together. We were high school sweethearts, so we've known each other since we were 16 years old, and we're still very good friends. So I went to that reunion, and then I went to, what was it? I went to another one. I've only gone to two, and there's been about 4 or 5 of them. And the second one I went to, it was like, who are all these old people? So, anyway, that was my experience with high school reunions. So, I imagine I'll really be saying, who are all these old people? And they're probably saying the same thing. So, all right, I'm going to drink my coffee and enjoy that. And then I will meet you at the budget book. Okay, back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. I stayed home. I did decluttering and cleaning. And it took me all day to do the one curio cabinet because it was not a high energy day for me. But I got it done, so that's good. Now onward to trying to sell some of the dishes. Just trying to make a little more money because of the projects that I have coming up, the new roof and the new front windows, that both of those have to be done. I don't want my house to become dilapidated. So I'm going to have to double down on the spending and try and get some money together. The project should be going forward in September, hopefully. So it'll be all set for winter, and I won't have any more damage to my roof. Now, when the guy went up there, I've had a few people up on the roof, and they said, yes, the roof is damaged, and it really needs to be replaced. It's been 20 years. And it was, it was a builder grade roof, so anything that's pretty much builder grade, unless you pay extra to get a better quality, doesn't last that long. So I'm surmising that most of the things that I put into this house when I had it built are going to start needing to be replaced. So far, the furnace is still holding out and the air conditioner, but I know those are next on the list. I've already replaced the refrigerator once. I've replaced the dishwasher once. I've already replaced the microwave once, which really needs to be replaced again. My washer I've replaced. The only thing that I still have for the last 20 years is my dryer and my stove. So, but I imagine those will be going sooner or later too. But I did replace the hot water heater last year, so that was about $1,000. And I also have to replace other windows because the seals are broken, and when that happens, they get mold inside of them, and then you can't see out the window. So all that's going to be coming up. I have my deck has a couple of rotten boards that are deteriorated, but I think I'm going to wait until next year to have that fixed. And then I have a couple of window trims that need to also be replaced, but I'll probably replace that when I replace the window. And if the window isn't damaged, if the seal isn't damaged, I'm not going to replace it. So I'm probably just going to replace the windows as needed rather than do the whole house. I know the whole house is probably cheaper, but it's a big expense right up front. So I'll deal with that as I need to, as things come up. But I do not want my house to deteriorate and lose value. So anyway, I'll do what I can on the inside of it. I'll keep decluttering and redecorating with what I have when I get bored, and just enjoy my house, my home, enjoy my garden. That's my goal. Because as I get older, I can really do less and less. And I had built this house as my retirement home with the thought in mind that if need be, I could live on the first floor and just close off the upstairs and the basement. Well, my grandson lives in the basement, which is no problem. So, he can maintain that. And then if I need to, this is just if I ever have a difficult time with doing stairs, because I do have 13 stairs going up. I have tall ceilings, so it's a tall staircase. And if I ever have problems going up and down the stairs, then that's my plan. I have my washer and dryer here on the floor. I have a bathroom. So really, I have everything I need. And it wouldn't be any different than living in a tiny house. But in the meantime, I want to continue to get rid of clutter, and I'll continue to do that as I age and I find things more difficult to take care of. I'll get rid of more things. So anyway, that's the plan, and that's the budget. And geez, we're almost midway through July already. Wow. So today I think I'm probably going to go ahead and go to the reunion, and that'll cost me a little bit of money. I'll probably get a meal there. I know they are serving hors d'oeuvres, so that might be enough, but we'll see. We'll see when I get there. So all right, let me show you the dining room and what all I got done. It was a lot of work, and my plan is to clean one shelf at a time, maybe once a month, wash one shelf and the contents of that shelf. And since there's 11 shelves, that should keep it clean for the year. So, okay, I will be back in a little bit. All right, well, today I've been working on this pretty much all day. I haven't exactly been a whirling dervish in getting this done, but for now I put most of the crystal glasses in here. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, if I'm going to get rid of more of the cheaper glasses that I have and keep these. But for now, they're going to live in here. And I washed it all, and oh my gosh, these shelves were just so dusty. So I had the idea of, in order to try and keep this clean, there's like 11 shelves in the dining room and I thought that if I washed all the stuff on the shelf once a month, then everything would get washed up once a year. So I'm going to give that a try and see how that works to try and keep things cleaner. But I'm happy with the way it turned out. It's so shiny, it doesn't show up on the camera, but the crystal is just so, it's almost like a cabinet full of diamonds. It's really pretty. So I decided to keep this bottom part as my little bar area here. And so yeah, that's what I got done today. Not a whole lot. I did a little research online I looked on eBay for the cost of these dishes, and they're not cheap. So I like them because they're like a pottery kind of dishes. But like I said, those are going to live here until I can sell them, and I'm just going to give it a little break here and see what I can sell. But the rest of it is all good. So anyway, that is my project, my declutter project for the day. And I just took my time and got it done, and I'm glad that's done. I still have to do up there, I have a couple of wine decanters and some faux grapes and a candelabra kind of thing. I'll tell you, getting a house with ceilings that are this tall for a short person is not the best idea. But this is what I have, so this is what I'll work with. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, so this is what I've spent the last week decluttering. And so first of all, there's this one, and like I said, I still have all the dishes in there. Gonna see if I can sell those. So this is the decluttered China hutch. It's the first one I decluttered. Then I have this hutch that I'm thinking of selling. Sorry about the bad lighting. Maybe this will help. Not really. But I got all this decluttered too. Just kept a few things. Let's see if I turn the light off. No, that doesn't help either. Maybe that's a little better. So my cinematography talents are up to snuff this morning. And then this is the last one I decluttered. Now I know it looks like there's a lot in here, but there really isn't, because these are all mirrors. So it looks like I have 4 when I really have 2. So I got all that cleaned and decluttered, and I'm very happy about that. So upward and onward, next project. Still lots of decluttering to do in here, but I'm working on my dining room. All right, well, here in the front is a better picture of the dining room. All this in the front I still have to declutter. It's another box to go to the donation people. But here is what my curio and my china hutch look like now. I know it's kind of far away, but I like the ambience here in my dining room now. It's very peaceful and zen, and I know I still have a lot of things, but it's not my goal to get rid of everything. It's my goal to keep everything neat and tidy and easier to clean. So I may go through this again, I don't know. All right, well, it's reunion day, and I think I'm going to go. So I'm going to give myself a little foot spa. And I have had this foot spa for at least 20 years. Never used it. It's really nice. It's got a roller in there. It's got attachments that go here. And I have a little Dawn in here, and I'm also going to add a little mouthwash because I hear that helps take off the dead skin. I don't know, haven't tried it. So, I don't know, I haven't even turned this thing on ever. So let's give it a try. Hopefully it works. Oh my goodness. Whoa! I guess I shouldn't have added the Dawn. Wow. Well, I guess it works. So I'll just soak in here for a little bit. And it helps to read the directions first. But anyway, I have some tough skin on my toes that I want to get rid of. So I think I'll read the directions. So no Dawn soap in there. Ooh, but that feels really good. Well, I'm sitting here doing my foot spa, treating myself to that. And sometimes I find things like this a little boring because all you can do is sit there. I think I'll read the directions. This is a Conair Body Benefits Foot Spa. Deluxe massaging it's got. And like I said, I've had this thing for 20 years. I actually have two foot spas, but I'm keeping both of them. They're not going in the declutter because I have visions of my daughter coming over and the two of us having a glass of wine on the deck and doing a foot spa. I think that would be really fun. So I've decided to go ahead and go to the reunion. I figure if it's a bummer, I'll just go home. I'm going by myself, and there's plenty of people there that I know, so it's not a problem. But we'll see. I haven't been out in probably a year anyway, and so this morning I washed my hair and kind of, this is what it does. I have wavy curly hair. Gets a little wild. The grays get a little wild, but that's okay. It'll settle down by tonight. And then I dyed my eyebrows. I used beard and mustache dye for that. So I did that, and now I'm going to sit here and do my nails and do a little reading. So hopefully I can get this thing to work. All those bubbles, that was a surprise. So anyway, I'm going to relax a little bit, and then I'll be back later before I go to the reunion, and I'll show you what I'm going to wear. Nothing real fancy. I mean, it's at a bar, so I don't need to get real dressed up, but I don't want to look like a schlep either. So anyway, I will be back once I get my feet done, and we'll see. Okay, nails done, toes done. Almost ready. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this now, at least a little bit. All right, well, I'm getting ready to go to the reunion, so I thought it would be fun to do a get ready with me. All right, so here I have some Jerome Alexander. It's like a pigmented mineral powder. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it under my eyes. And I'm also going to put it on my nose. Now all this on my nose is sun damage. So I want to cover that up. And I have a little bit over here. I haven't been as stringent with my skincare as I have been in the past. And I really need to get back to doing that. So I'm just going to cover up some spots here and there. Now normally I don't like liquid foundation very much. That's just me. But I do like this. And I don't wear it often, but every now and then if I'm going out, I do like to put it on. So I'm going to go ahead and just take my big fluffy brush and do a little more and blend it. All right. And I don't do any contouring or any of that. I don't like a lot of makeup. Now here I have some Aziza blush. I don't even know if they make this stuff anymore. I've had it for a long time. And it's two different colors. And I just blend the two colors together, just to give me some color so I'm not so pasty looking. And just kind of randomly put it all over my face, just for some color. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this a little more because I don't want to look powdery. All right. There we go. And I'm going to put on just a little bit of eyebrow makeup. Now this is Believe. I get that at Dollar General, I think. And this is light brown. I don't like real dark brows, but I did do a little bit of brow dyeing today with beard and mustache dye. So this color isn't too dark. And since I'm getting older, I like to brush my brows upwards to get a little lift, especially on the sides. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to do my eyes. And I have this LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner. And that's like in a charcoal color. I do like to wear eye makeup sometimes. I don't wear it all the time, like even if I'm going to the store, I don't always wear it, but once in a while, if I'm going out. But this past year, I've been staying home so much that I really don't wear eye makeup much anymore. But today's a special occasion, so all right, that's good. Now I have this LA Colors Idorable, and this is like in grays and browns. So I'm going to choose some intermediate gray, not too dark. I'm going to choose this one. And I actually like eyeshadows that don't have a lot of pigment. I prefer those over eyeshadows that have too much pigment. All right, and then a little bit in the corners. I used to wear makeup when I worked. I did like to wear makeup, or if I was going out. But like I said, I don't go out very often anymore, so all right, now in the middle, I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight, and I think I'll choose this silver color. Just for some interest. And then a little tiny bit under the brow. So, okay. And then I'm just going to go over this again with my fluffy brush, just to blend everything in, because I don't like a real heavy, I like a smoky eye, but not a real heavy eye makeup. And then I'm going to put on some eyeliner. I don't wear eyeliner very often because it kind of makes my I'm trying to find one that I like. And I like black eyeliner, or not eyeliner, but eyelash mascara. So this is Falsies, and I'm going to use two different kinds. And I don't like clumpy mascara either. Sometimes mascara bothers my eyes. Boy, this is the most makeup I've had on probably in a year. All right. I'm going to let that dry a minute. And in the meantime, I'm going to put on some lipstick. Now I have here Outlast. It's CoverGirl and 410. I'm just going to outline my lips with this. and it's a lip stain. I don't like to wear these too often because they dry my lips out. So I prefer a creamier lipstick, and then I have this LA Colors lip gloss and lipstick duo, and I got a lot of this stuff at the Dollar Tree. Going to kiss the paper. And then I'm going to put the gloss on over it, just to give it a little bit of brightness. Okay, and then I'm going to put on a second coat of mascara, and this is Volume Accelerator by Rimmel. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the makeup. I do think I need a little bit more color on the cheeks. Alright, so I have this baby skin, had it forever, and it's kind of a creamy now I look like a clown. So I'm just going to blend that in. I don't like when you know, look like a clown, so I'm going to go over this just a little bit with a little more of this powder. So there we go. And that's all I'm going to do as far as makeup goes. So now I'm going to do my hair. And I have this ion finishing. This stuff would hold in a hurricane. It's really, really strong. So I want this to have a little lift here because I'm feeling kind of flat. Okay, let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to fluff this up a little bit more. Same with over here. And then I like my earrings to show a little bit, so I'm going to just put a little spray by the temple. Yeah, it's probably been about a year since I've had this much makeup on. And it's not that much, but it's a lot for me. Okay, let that dry. In the meantime, I'm going to put on my earrings. So I have these little chandelier earrings that I got in Florida, and I really like them. So I know they used to say, oh, older women shouldn't wear those, but I say phooey to that. Older women can wear whatever the heck they want. And I do like my jewelry to match, not always, but you know, I don't mind the matchy-matchy look. So there's that, and then I have these little studs that I will put in the second hole. If I can find it. Okay, that was a project. All right. Put this down a little bit more. Put this back a little bit more. All right. So there is my look. And I don't know, is it too much? Let me know in the comments below if you think it's too much. Let me know your opinion, because I really want to know. So I'm going to put on my outfit, and then I'll be back and I'll show you the whole look for my 55th reunion. Okay, well, here is what I'm wearing tonight. I have this nice loose blouse. It's really nice material. I have this necklace I got in Florida. I already showed you the earrings. Just a couple bangles, and this is a skirt. So it's got some shorts underneath it. So that's what I'm wearing. And then I have these, I don't know if you can see them, but they're little, they have a little heel. So that is my outfit for the reunion, and wish me luck. I hope I have a good time and that I didn't forget how to act in public. All right. So anyway, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.